Hiya, a quick update. Just having lunch with my wife and my youngest son at our favorite spot here in Ubud, Bamboo Indah. It's a very special spot down by the river in West Ubud in an area called Sayan, S-A-Y-A-N. Beautiful spot. So we've seen a few interesting things happen yesterday and today with the algos. I've changed some of the functionality so that the algos, instead of looking at very specific price patterns which they were doing earlier, I'm trying to focus more on volatility, because I believe that volatility is a better way to quantify price behavior. So this is what I've been doing, and we had a couple of interesting trades, as I mentioned, on the Kiwi American dollar, the Kiwi CAD, and a short on the euro crossed with the Australian dollar this morning. All of them closed out now. So that was very interesting. And the reason I think that volatility is super important to pay attention to is because if you're looking at price patterns, candlestick patterns and whatnot, you also have to realize that the candlestick patterns are quite subjective, depending on the server time that you're looking at. So you can have 10 different traders looking at 10 different charts, all of which have candles that are opening and closing at different GMT offsets. The candlestick patterns are going to be very, very different. And so on one chart, you'll see perhaps maybe a reversal pattern, and on the other one, you will see a continuation pattern or a stall at least. And so it's very important, I think, that you focus on something that resides below the actual physical appearance of the candles. And I think volatility is just one of those things that does things quite well. It's just a beautiful way to quantify the strength of a move and the exhaustion of the same move. So this is something that we are going to focus on more moving forward. We had a discussion in our beta group about the existing risk-reward parameters for our algo, and we have agreed to try and reduce the exposure, rather increase the reward relative to the risk, which we will do by making the risk smaller. So instead of having risking $4 for the chance of getting $1, which is what we have been doing at the moment, we are going to slowly try and tighten that up a little bit so that we can get as close to a 1-to-1 as possible. Because on a 4-to-1 we're seeing a hit rate of just over 90%, and I think as you move it closer and closer towards a more even distribution between the risk and reward, I think that the probabilities the hit rate is going to go down, the probability will go down, but at the same time there will be a much nicer average loser to average winner. So this is very, very important. So this is what we're currently doing this week. Here in Bali, it's a bit of a holiday. We have Galungan starting tomorrow, and so things are going to slow down here a little bit for us, but I'll continue from Thursday and Friday, and of course into next week. But I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to shoot me an email. Thanks.